routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Bears going up against the Saints. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Here we go now. Good. Good. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Let's go. Blue 99 Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit.
On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. 3-19.
And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
A second down throw for Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
On third down, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Here we go.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Brissett. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
The first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Brissett now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Play action now. Brissett Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off. That's fielded in the end zone.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
3rd down and 1.
Detroit! Detroit! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over! Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Hot!
The play clock's running down. Manziel. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here's Manziel. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Brissett. He hits White, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Brissett again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone. And sometimes they forget to catch the football first. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
All right, here we go. Blue line, Detroit! Detroit! No. Check, Patriot! Patriot! Hot!
Now Manziel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ten yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
All right, here we go. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Brissett. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Here's Manziel. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Second down now after the pass completion. Second down, Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Brissett. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Brissett. On the left side, a catch by White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. This will be caught at about the 3. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go. 1, 9, touch. Ohio.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Hot. Over. Hot.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Manziel. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Caught left side by Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manziel escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Manziel. And he fires one incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. Green, 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. One score down. Here we go.
All right, now look at 56.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Brissett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They go play action here on first down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Back to 99 Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Funchess has it complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Onto the field now come the Bears. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the back goes into motion. Set looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Manziel. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now it's the backup Gabbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, 3, 19.
Manziel out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Detroit over! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Manziel, and he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the... And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So the home crowd here loves it. They get the field goal in the closing moments, and it looks like their guys are going to get out of here with the W.
And when that kick left his foot, you could hear a pin drop in here. There were about 70,000 folks with crossed fingers. And when that ball went through, start the celebration.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.